Ty Bartel, Anthony Hartwig with another edition of Coach's Corner. This time we go over to the Girard Lady Indians with the head skipper, Coach Bornemiss. Coach, how we doing today?
Doing just good. We're in the middle of a practice, so I got some good assistance in there, and I just stepped away for a couple minutes here.
Coach, we definitely appreciate that. You definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, no we appreciate your time, no doubt. And you talk about practice. What are you seeing in these practices? What's looking good from this team?
Well, I can tell you this, guys. They lost 6, maybe 7 seniors last year. So, we got the Melito girl back, Mia, and, we got a couple juniors that are back. And then we're very heavy on the sophomores and freshmen. We got some kids down there that really had some good summers with us. And, from day one to now, it's night and day. It's night and day with these kids.
Coach, when you look at this job, obviously it's your first year. They didn't just lose their seniors. They lost Coach Saxon, who retired after a great career coaching those girls. What's it mean to you to take over this job, and what kind of things attracted you to coming on to be the Girard girls basketball coach?
You know what, Anthony? This is the coolest thing, man. I'm a Girard kid. I went to Girard. My parents went to Girard. My family went to Girard. We've been Girard our whole lives. I just, to have this opportunity, after, Coach Saxon retired, for them to reach out and want me to get on board and take over the reins after him. It's really cool walking through these hallways. I know it's not the old school, but it's still a great feeling, man, putting on the red and black and walking through these hallways.
You put on the red and black. What's the goal for you in this program? Where do you want to take it? Where do you want to see it?
Well, every coach wants to compete for their league title, and then make a push in the tournament. If you don't have those type of goals, you might as well not coach. Regardless of what kind of personnel you have, if you don't set goals with your team and with your staff. And try to get to titles and then into sectionals and then in districts and then from there. If you don't have those kind of goals, you're in it for the wrong reason. And we push that with our girls. They've had some great winning seasons here, and there's no reason why we can't continue that.
We will talk about that NE8 that you're going to try to win shortly. But first, I want to give you the chance to go down your roster and give us the names that you're going to be featuring this year and the names that we're going to be watching in Girard.
Well, Anthony and Tyler, Mia Melito, is the one that comes back that has the most experience. Mia's been playing since she's been a freshman. She's a senior now. We really focus around her. She's a great leader. She helps the younger kids. Then we got another girl, Mackenzie White. Mac played some as a sophomore last year. She's a junior this year, and she has just taken strides, not only on the basketball court, but in the classrooms also. She has just really stepped it up and has taken some responsibility. We'll be leaning on her. We got the Girardi girl played some minutes last year too. She's another junior that will be back, and we'll rely on her a little bit too. Her from her speed from her track days, so she's quick. But those three there are our main focus right there.
What would you say the type or brand of Girard basketball you're looking to play with your style?
Well, Tyler, I was at Matthews for 6 years. And when I went to Matthews, I took over a program that was really struggling. And, we decided at that time, those girls were all coming in to me as freshmen. And, we decided at that time that we wanted to be in shape, to be able to run the floor and to be able to put pressure on. And that's what we're doing here. We've conditioned these girls, and, they hated us at first. But I tell you what, the way they're running now is night and day. And we feel with the quickness that we have with Melito and White and Girardi, that we could do some different things. It might not all work out at the beginning, but I feel as the season builds, we'll get better and better at it.
All right, let's talk about this NE8 that you're going to be playing in, and obviously it's been Poland's show for the continuous of the league. But last year, your team beat Poland. Your team got them here at home. It was a big monumentous win for the program. What do you see out of the league this year? What are you expecting from the NE8?
You know, Anthony, I'd be lying to you if I knew anything about the league. I was with the Hubbard boys for the last 4 years, and besides maybe watching a few girls' games, I was so focused in on our boys and our program over on that location that I only seen a handful of games. I seen Girard play a little bit. I seen the Hubbard girls play a little bit. I thought South Range had some talent over there. I think Niles is going to be a lot better this year. We ran against them in the summertime. We ran against Struthers in the summertime. And, they had some athletes there that can play too. So, I think it's a balanced league. I think it's just like the boys side on any, Monday and Thursday, you got to be ready to play because, every team's going to compete.
When you talk about focusing on yourselves too and what you guys want to do and get back to, when you look at the strengths of this team, what are kind of the check marks you're going to need to see and put next to for this team for you guys to get those key wins during the season?
Well, Melito and White got to score. They have to score, and we emphasize this. We have a lot of things that we go through them. We've challenged them at the beginning of the summers. And we challenge them now, right, in practice as we speak, that we need them to score. We need them to score and we need them to rebound. It's not going to be nothing that I'm going to be scared of if Mia takes 14, 15 shots a game, 16 shots a game. It's not going to bother me one bit. So those two, they got to score, and they have the opportunity. They're big girls. They're tall. They're physical. They can handle it. Those are two girls that can really handle themselves on the floor.
We talked earlier about this being your first year as the head coach at Girard and what kind of dream job it kind of is for you as a Girard kid. But now the first year of a job, you'll also have to instill your philosophy. You have to instill your culture and try to get the girls to buy into that. Through the summer and now through the first couple of practices that you've had, how have you seen the team embrace kind of what you want to bring to the culture of Girard basketball?
Tough at first, but getting better. We are really, really pushing the defensive end, pressure, being in shape, running consistently. And, we challenge our girls, if we run sprints and we jog them, we're not getting anything out of it. But if we can run full court sprints up and back in 8 seconds, 9 seconds, we're getting a lot of good stuff out of it. So our philosophy is, you're going to maybe need breaks on the floor, but we're going to try to stay after it and pester the whole game.
I know what it's like to have that special bond with certain schools too. Just basketball aside, how excited are you to don the red and black on opening night again?
It's just awesome. My mom and dad, like I said, went to school here. They're both still alive. And my brothers and sisters went to school here. My kids went to school here. My son played here. My daughters played here. It's just a great feeling. I come through the doors, and I talk to Nick. Nick's awesome to work with. As far as, making sure that the kids get all the reps they can. He's behind that 100%. I see Jimmy Carderio, the wrestling coach. I graduated with Jimmy. It's just a cool feeling, man.
When, you spent the last couple of years in a rival at Hubbard on the boys' side, and now you get to move to Girard. Did you have any Girard apparel in your closet that you were able to bring back out of retirement now that you were able to put back on that red and black? I know they geared you up, obviously. They geared you up really well once you signed on, but were there any Girard, pieces of clothing that you were able to bring back out of retirement from deep in your closet?
Yeah, if Coach Del Ben from the boys' side, he's been doing this longer than I have. He gave me some stuff that I was able to pull out and put on. But Coach D, he's been he's been a cool dude to mentor too. You know, he's always good to have around and to ask questions. He's seen it all, been through it all.
I know Anthony will probably have one more question. I'll have one more after this as well, but I do want to just get to the overall the Girard style of basketball that's going to be played again this year. I'm excited for it. What would be your sales pitch to that community to come out and catch some Indians games?
Well, number one, it's going to be exciting. Like I said, it may be sloppy at times. It may be hectic at times, but we're not going to quit doing it. You know, we run a fast break transition drill in practice that I just left here a couple minutes ago. That is top notch. You know, and that's the way we're going to play. I want the girls to have fun. Are we going to have to maybe set plays up and do some different things? Yes, but we're going after it full go. The girls are in tremendous shape, guys. I'm not kidding you. They've pushed and worked in conditioning like no other program I've had, and they've bought into that. And I told them they'd hate me for a minute, but they'll love me eventually about it.
You also had to put together a new staff, so I want to give you the time to talk about the coaches you've brought along this year and the people that are going to be helping you make this Girard program what you want it to be.
Yeah, sure. So we brought up Emily Scarnecchio. Emily is a Girard girl. She played at Girard. She coaches volleyball also. We're going to pull her in as the 7th grade. Then we got Jimmy Kagi. Jimmy, you know, is a Girard teacher. Played at Girard, played at YSU, played at Walsh, quarterback coach at Harding. He's going to be our 8th grade. And then Lindsay Durkin, another Girard girl, is going to be the JV coach. And then I brought on an old friend of mine that I've known for a number of years, Doug Foster, who was the boys coach at Niles. And, you know, me and Doug talked about this move that I was making. And, you know, he wasn't sure which way he was going to go after the Niles. He departed from Niles. And after many meetings, he decided that this would be a great fit for him. And, man, he's been good. He's been good to have around.
Glad to have Doug Foster back in the coaching world. You know,
yeah, he really, guys, I'm telling you, you know, he knows his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He knows his stuff, and he knows how to get the attention of the girls. And, you know, he's like me. You know, he wants it to be done. He wants it to be done correctly. And if we need to work on something, if we have a practice plan and we're supposed to do defense for 15 minutes and then we're not liking the way it's going, we're going to spend a half hour, 45 minutes on it and then go back to that practice plan tomorrow. So we really work well together.
He's a great mind to have around too. And he gives you a little bit of a break, I'm sure, every once in a while to be able to do things like this interview for you.
He really does, Ty. He does, you know, because you can rely on him. You know, he knows the game.
Coach, my final question for you, and it's the running theme I'm asking all coaches this season. Yep. The love for the sport is what brings us all here each and every season, and it's what keeps us coming back, right? Where did the love for the sport of basketball begin for you?
Oh, shoot, Ty. 1983, when I was a senior at Girard, I kind of knew when I graduated what I wanted to do. I wanted to always be a coach. That's just what I always wanted to do. I love the game. I respect the game. There's nothing that can get past me on the game. And then I got into coaching in 1988, and I've been doing it ever since, and I love every minute of it.
Coach, we are so happy that you're here at this new job. We wish you the best of luck this year. We can't wait to see you out there on the floor, and we also can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, thanks, guys. You guys do a heck of a job. Anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Will do. Thank you so much, Coach.